We should be live. We should be good to go. How you guys doing? I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit.
rebeccaloran is now live. Streaming IRL. Exploring with chat.
Yeah, we're live. I think we're gonna go on some kind of adventure. But I think a lot of it is that I need to just get back into the habit, because a lot of the time I've just been kind of keeping to myself and not really doing anything. So we're gonna go for a drive and not destroy my phone here. Just getting out and finding some few spots. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the step stool, so we can do stair climbs. Just a second. I gotta go back in. I was all ready to go too. It's okay. I will be right back. Just a second. Just a second, chat. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta get the sunscreen as well. Don't know if you guys can still hear me. It should be still. It has a pretty large radius, the microphone. Got the step stool and extra sunscreen in case we're gone for a couple more hours than I anticipate. Usually generally try to do a stream for about 2 hours. It's like a good solid time for someone with such a low viewership. Because then it's like, yeah, I'm getting out of the house and I'm doing stuff, getting exercise. But I don't need to be going for like 8+ hours. I'm not like a super successful streamer, okay? I don't need to be doing that. Okay, now we're on the road again. Okay, so let's, I got the, it's not broken, trust me. Yeah, got that back all set up, okay. And hopefully the wind doesn't mess up the audio too much. I try to keep it where it needs to be. Yeah, we got the hotspot. I need to be using my hotspot. That's actually like the big thing, is like, I need to be actually using up the data I'm paying for, because I don't even know how to cancel it. So now I'm motivated. It's almost like World of Warcraft. I got to do my dailies, or at least my weeklies. We need to get in the habit of doing my dailies. Okay. Let's see here. I want. Okay, that should be generally fine, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, let's go. Obviously, there's always safety protocols you got to do while IRL streaming, but at the same time, it's like, don't need to be like super crazy. Like, honestly, it's very unlikely that I would be stream sniped. Okay, like, I'm just going to be 100% like here. It's very unlikely that I would be stream sniped. And if I was, well, I'm not like in any danger, really. Oh, that was foreshadowing. Um, I'm not in any real danger. Like, let's be honest. I'm pretty connected to the world. Okay, like maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but sometimes you got to talk about it, especially nowadays. Nowadays, there's protection through publicity. I feel a little bit like if you keep everything secret and private, like then people who are going to do bad things are kind of protected because there's no paper trail or whatever. Like there's no accountability. And so nowadays accountability is your protector. Like come on, let's be real. There's pretty like political people who are hated, who are public on the internet all the time, that were out in public. They're doing just fine. Okay, like they're not in any real. I mean, obviously,
said YouTube. Sean G. Hey friend. The beats for Kika Genie Symphony again smiley face.
Hey, what's up? Sorry I didn't hear your full message. Shoddy G. What's up? What's up, Shoddy G? How you doing? We're just driving. We're finding places to go set up the IRL stream. I'm going to be doing some just like, just chatting and like we're going to do a little bit of fitness. I got my I got my kettlebell. I already did my kettlebell workout this morning, but I'm trying to do more reps. I have 15-pound weight. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you spread it out across the day, that's actually more important to get like more reps rather than, have like 100 million. I do need to switch over to, the metric system or whatever, like, because using stuff, like we should be using kilograms. Like, we got to get our international audience, okay? We're going to be doing some like, maybe not crazy heavy workout, but we're going to be doing workouts and we're going to do it in like short bursts and chatting and basically taking the stream to different locations. Hopefully we don't bother anybody. Hopefully if anybody asks us to leave, then we just be, as polite as possible and we leave. And I have multiple places to go. I have the whole world. Like, honestly, I mean, at the very least, like, within reason. I got money to pay on gas. I got plenty of data on my hotspot. We could always lower the stream quality if it becomes like an issue. Do you hear me okay, or is there any problems? I could always disconnect the lav mic. Right now I'm using the lav mic, and I don't know if that particularly works, but it should, because I know that if I use the phone mic, there's a lot of extra noise that happens in the car. But I should be fine, right? Like, we're just going on an adventure, going for a drive, and then we're going to park places and then just set up the tripod and just chat for a while and just enjoy the day, enjoy what the day has to bring, filling out the space with me in chat. It's like, I think a lot of the times, it's like a reason I feel so sad a lot of the times is because it's like I would like to be spending time with people, but that's not always possible. And honestly, it's not very healthy. You need to be able to love yourself. You need to be able to spend time with yourself. We're going on a date with myself, okay, chat? Like, we're on a date with ourselves. That's what's going on. And it sounds like sad or whatever, but that's because you're conditioned by society, okay? Like, you're conditioned to think that it's pathetic to be by yourself, and it's not. In the end, like, you spend the most time with yourself and your hand. But you spend the most time with yourself. So like, why does it make you like somehow pathetic to be spending time with yourself? It's ridiculous. In the end, we're gonna die alone. So I know it's a very pleasant way to start the stream. Okay, like, in the end, we're gonna die alone, and you need to be able to be okay with yourself. And I think I'm trying to learn how to enjoy time by myself. It's kind of like and we got to use up this data. Okay, I'm paying $100 a month for this. Okay, I want to cancel it or lower. I don't want to cancel it, but I want to lower it. I'll figure it out eventually. But we might be able to just use it as a challenge. I could be using that data to improve my day-to-day life in the form of a live stream. And maybe I don't get a bunch of viewers. That's probably not going to happen. I do not count on that. That's a very, 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 very tiny little percentage of a chance. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can have a kind of documentation of my journey for myself, so that I can have a live stream that I could go back and say, hey, like, this is what I did this week. Like, hey, like, I went out here, I went to these different places, I got outside, I touched grass. Like, we're going out IRL, okay? That's the journey we're going on. Yeah, we're going to get back to more World of Warcraft. Don't worry about that. Okay, there's going to be plenty of that. Okay, that, it's possible to have multiple things in your life. I know it's hard to believe. A lot of people, especially on Twitch, they get stuck doing one single thing. And yeah, most of the time when you're building something, you kind of want to focus on one thing. I'm mainly a just chatting streamer. Okay, I do game though. And I would like to chat while I'm gaming. And I would like to build a community, because sometimes it's not even about me, it's about the community. And we're building that slowly over time. Especially with World of Warcraft. It's mostly going to be in-game related stuff. I have an in-game community. And they may or may not, traverse the interwebs and go towards my live stream. May or may not. We're not focused on that. Like with my guild, we're not even there yet. We don't even have a guild. Okay? We got to start raiding. And when we start raiding, we're going to organically grow the guild. We're going to get to the point where people are, like, we got some regulars, and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know. I'm just trying to get out of the house and get back to where I was maybe 2 months ago. So all of last month, I did not use my mobile hotspot data at all. That's $100 down the drain. We need to stop doing that. I think maybe we can make do with probably the $40 a month plan. But honestly, the 150 gigabytes of upload data is a lot. And we could be streaming for 30 hours a week outside of the house. Pretty much. I don't know if at this bit rate. I might have to lower the bit rate. It kind of automatically lowers when you have less signal. So I don't know if it's even a problem. It's aiming for 5,000, but it's probably going to be consistently more around 3,000. So I don't really know. We might cut out because I'm going to go into a parking garage. We're going to go see what's up on the roof. If there's any parking at all. If it's empty, we should be fine. And then I'm going to set up on the top of the roof. We're going to do that. I'm going to go on the top of the roof. If there's any, if it's empty. If it's not empty, we're going to go drive somewhere else. But most likely there will be some empty space where we can kind of not bother anybody. That's actually kind of the idea. We might cut out here, so bear with me. May or may not. It actually might be fine. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna go in upper level. It's been a while since I've been on an upper level of a parking lot. That's how much we need to touch grass. Okay. That's how much we need to touch grass. It's been that long.
Element said rebeccaloran is now live.
Oh, cool.
Streaming IRL. Exploring with chat.
Yeah, we were cut out because I was in the parking lot, but ooh, there should be a lot of space in here. Oh, that's completely empty. Yeah, we're good, chat. We're good. Let's go park and set up. Yeah, yeah, let's go park. We're on the roof. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, let's set this up, okay? We're up on the roof of all places. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we gotta keep the backpack with us. Okay, put that there. I need the selfie stick. Okay, let's kind of I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Okay. Okay. Okay, kind of keep you guys to the ground for a little bit. Okay, and got water. Oh, I'm gonna bring the backpack. Okay, so let's go set up. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's some shade over there too, so we're gonna go to the shade. Just a second. Okay. Let's bring the. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna grab the backpack, disconnect all the charging cables that are connected. Yeah, IRL streaming is kind of a hassle. And let me connect the Bluetooth headphones to the TTS. Oh God, yeah, this is kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. Yeah, everything's all tangled. Okay. Okay, here we go. Turn the Bluetooth on. Okay, here you go. Let's just close up the backpack. Oh, I need to unplug this. Okay, there we go. And zip up the backpack. Isn't this fun, chat? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. Let's head over to the shady area a little bit so that we don't have crazy sun exposure. Yeah. Okay, let's go. All right. Oh, this thing kind of, you got to put these little things connected to it. All right. Well, chat, how you guys doing today? It's kind of, I don't know if you can hear me okay, if there's a ton of sound. I live in outer space on the planet Earth, and I live rent-free in your head. How you doing? Yeah, we're having a great day. Do you see me okay? I hope you see me okay. Let me kind of check. You should be able to see me just fine. Yeah. Yeah, let's start with some holding up the kettlebell. Okay, switch to the other hand. Okay. Whew. Yeah, do some swings. Okay, I got to do the correct form. Basically, it's got to be a hinging, not knees. It's got to be hinging, and it's got to be all with my hips. Not with my arms. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty great. Honestly, pretty caffeinated. We're out here in the real world, and pretty much just yeah. Sean, where you live? We're in Sonoma County. Yes, we should be getting some exercise while we're outside and chatting with you guys. Not really sure what to talk about. But that's kind of what the beauty of IRL is you kind of don't really know what you're talking about. You're kind of just doing your own thing. Okay. Yeah, so what's up, chat? What's new? I don't really know what to talk about. I'm kind of a loser. Like, I'm not very socially aware. Like, kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I think as you get older, you kind of like, you kind of act differently. And it's not that you were any, like, better when you were younger. It's more like, I think that, like, mostly, like, you get older and you start to realize how cringe you were. But there's also, like, a balance where it's like, you don't necessarily want to think that everything you do is cringe. Because not everything you do is cringe, and The only thing that's changed is your own perception. And I think there's something to be said about knowing how to keep a balance. Oh God, you guys want to see the beauty of nature? It's nature. Yeah. Um, yeah, not really sure what to talk about. Just kind of enjoying the outdoors. We got the whole parking lot to ourselves. Kind of just like my life. I'm completely alone. Completely alone is what we are. But it's okay, it's like there's worse things. You could be so surrounded by people you don't like. That's one thing that's actually worse. A lot of the times people don't really you know people don't really appreciate what they have, and then sometimes people chase after things that they don't really need, and so that's actually kind of a thing. I think I can actually turn off the phone, not the phone, but like I can turn off the screen. um, yeah, I should also put it on a do not disturb. Turn off the ring. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so not really sure what we're gonna do today, but we're getting started. We're starting with just hanging out. No real goal in mind. Just kind of hanging out, figuring out different camera angles and stuff. Maybe I can get some good photos to screenshot, put on Instagram or something. It's a little windy, so don't know if my hair is gonna survive. Thinking about life, like I've fought really hard for the life I have right now. I have a team of people to help me. It's almost like I'm a professional. Like I am a professional, but like it's almost like I have like a professional like I'm a successful like millionaire person because I have like a whole team of people like literally whose job it is to make sure I succeed. Okay, like that's not something you can really make happen very easily. I worked really hard for a very long time to get my team together. And then now that I'm here, it feels a little bit slow because I haven't been able to move out of my trailer situation. But I do know in the long term, especially once I start to feel it, I think I'll really start to feel it when I finally get to move out. Because when I finally get to move out, things are going to start really feeling like, hey, like the work I put into things actually paid off. Like I got the surgery. Like, come on, like that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. And then I move the goalpost because that's what we do in life. It's not even about like moving the goalpost, not that it's a bad thing, because moving the goalpost implies that you actually achieved your goals. And that's a good thing. You should want that. But there's something about like knowing that I achieved my goals, but still recognizing that there's more work to do. I think that's actually like really important. Okay, let's do another set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, switch to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, let's do a deep squat. Okay. I'm like, getting into this weird state of existence where I don't really know where to go next. I don't. I'm a little bit scared, but I need to slow down. Just take things one day at a time, one step at a time. Because a lot of the issue right now is I don't really know what I need to be doing. And I think like as more people come onto my team, outside of my clinical team, like when I have like more like collaborative professional team, that's the next step actually. Like right now I assembled my clinical team and they're trying to take care of my housing situation and my autism issues to better coach my abilities to even succeed in life. And the next step is trying to find, to the best of my ability, a professional team. But in order to find a professional team, I need to know which direction I'm going. I kind of have a really good idea. I want to make content. Stuff like even like this. This is technically content. It's not the top notch, but I'm showing up today. That's a big deal. Like that's a big deal. I showed up today. Now, whether or not it's like the top tier content or whatever, that's not really the point. The point is that I chose to show up. I don't have a professional photographer, but I got myself. I got a selfie stick / tripod. And I can try out different angles and different posing, different lighting setups. And I can hold poses because I'm a model, okay? Like I may not have a professional team telling me what to do. That's what I need, obviously. Like I need a lot of help. Okay, I'm going to be 100% with you guys. I have no idea what to do. I need someone to tell me what to do, which actually kind of makes me a good model and a good actress, to be honest. I work really well with coaching. That's something I know about myself. It's something I need to trust about myself. But when I have zero guidance, when I have nobody telling me what to do, I kind of just I don't really get to where I need to be. Like, it's kind of hit and miss. Like, I might do things that are really well when I'm improving, but I need like a little bit of an extra boost. Like, I need someone to like really tell me what to do. And I think there's like a car coming, so I gotta move out of the uh, move this closer for a little bit. And then so it's just me in the world. Okay, I got 150 gigabytes a month. I can stay within California pretty much. I can visit other states. I just can't move to other states. All my services are um, located in California. So if I can't move residents out of the San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. It's going to take thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures or frames to really get some high quality photos over time. I have a lot of work to do. Okay, I'm pretty damn attractive. I need to dispel that myth that I think everybody has. Everybody has this myth that they're not attractive enough to be a model. Modeling isn't about looking a specific way. It's about playing into your strengths. It's about finding your look. It's about finding like what looks good for you. And people might cringe, but in the end of the day, it's like, people might cringe, but in the end of the day, it's like basically, you know what you need to do, and nobody can really tell you what that is. And you can just keep working on yourself and stop listening to the haters. Because in the end of the day, the haters only see you for a quick snapshot of who you are. You see the whole picture. And the more the picture you see, the more equipped you are to get to where you need to be. And nobody can tell you what that is, except for you. Now, yeah, I've signed on a team of professional helpers. But they reminded me that it was I who did it. They didn't do it without me. I was the one that assembled it. And I think that it's actually really important to like understand that I have strengths. First of all, I'm really physically fit. Like, yeah, I'm a little bit out of shape, but we're working on that. Just a tiny bit out of shape. Like let's be real. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit out of shape. I am not out of shape. But like I could be better. Okay. And I think it's really important to recognize it within myself that I may not have the proper training to be a model, but I know how to exist as a human being pretty much, like physically. And that means that I can take direction. And if you can take direction, you can be a model. Especially since I have more than just, I'm not a puppet, like I think it's give and take. You have to have someone coaching you, but you also need to be able to like kind of understand like what you're doing. And so it's like the best work you will ever do is when you're getting coaching, but the coach knows how to use your natural strengths. I think that's like the biggest thing. Okay. Yeah, you guys done here for now, or want to go somewhere else? I'm kind of just chilling. Not really used to it. Not really used to just hanging out. I haven't done that since I think high school. It's like 18 years ago plus. Like 20 years ago was the last time I hung out. I don't know. In my early 20s, I would hang out a lot too. So it was like kind of, yeah, here we go. Get this. Now imagine if I had somebody telling me what to do. That would be so great, especially if I had a photographer. But I have to start with what I got. It's like, it's so easy to make excuses and say, oh, well, I can't be a model because I don't have expensive makeup, because I don't have expensive camera system, I don't have expensive lighting. It's because I don't have anyone helping me, because I have to do it all on my own. No, that's an excuse. Start with what I have. I got a selfie stick. I got a phone. I'm doing a live stream right now. It's like I'm getting plenty of snapshots. They might not be that great, but it's about the process. It's about the routine. Every single week, at least once a week, I should go out and do some photo shoots. Like what we're doing right now. This is considered a photo shoot. Like I'm out and I got my camera set up, and we're getting some photos. I gotta practice standing still, because when you're doing photo shoots, they're gonna have to take a lot of photos, and they're probably only gonna get a short amount that's actually good. So there's so many variables. First of all, the wind in my hair, that's a big variable. Like when you're outdoors, there's a lot of different lighting variables. There's a lot of different, there's wind direction. But sometimes that's actually what helps create real art, is the fact that there's so many different variables becomes part of the product. And also the different emotions I have. I'm thinking different thoughts right now. The environment itself is influencing my thoughts. And so that's part of what captures, the different images. Okay. Let's get some with the kettlebell. Okay. Okay, and I think it's Okay, let's do some more swings. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good, chat. This is what life is. It is what we make it. And I think, like, in our own heads, we have this script we're going through. Like, oh, who am I kidding? What am I doing? You have just as every right to be here as anyone else in this world. Okay, like, people will make you feel like you're not allowed to show up to life, that you're not allowed to succeed. What gives anyone else a right to succeed, you know? At some point, those people were being told not to show up anymore, and they did. They kept showing up, and then they succeeded. So, okay, I think we need to change spots. I think we got enough out of this location for now. Let's go find another spot. Okay. Yeah, we're doing good, chat. We're out here IRL, doing some fun IRL stuff, just chilling. We're going to be changing locations. We might cut out while we go down into the parking garage again, but then we're going to be right back on track. We're going to go find other location. I don't really know where to go, but we're going to find another location. I don't really know where to go, to be honest. I kind of do. Actually, I think we can. There's a park I want to go to, see if it's not very crowded. We could at least find a very out of the way spot. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, we just finished up a short kettlebell rep and some step ups, stair climbing, and we're on the top of a parking garage, just hanging out here doing some IRL. We're gonna go to the park. We might cut out for a short time while I'm going back down the parking garage, but we're gonna be right back on track, so stay tuned. Trying to get photos. I don't know if it's gonna be the best quality, but it's about the action. It's not necessarily about the quality. It's about taking action. Ooh, that got pretty windy. Okay, let's pack up everything. I gotta put away the kettlebell. Okay, and the backpack in there. Yeah, and you're allowed to have one earphone in while you're driving. Uh, okay. What are we doing here? Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, why am I doing what I do? But that's like imposter syndrome. Like that's total imposter syndrome. Oh, I gotta close the other door. That's total imposter syndrome because I have every right to be here and to succeed on this earth as anyone else. I have every right as anybody else. And I think, like, a lot of the times we feel like somehow success isn't for ourselves, it's for other people. But the difference between somebody who succeeds and someone who doesn't is simply somebody who takes action when others don't. That's the difference. And it may not be like guaranteed, but eventually you put your name in the hat enough times and eventually your name gets pulled. But if you don't put your name in the hat at all, it's never going to get pulled. That's just how it goes. And that's most people. And it's like it makes sense. You want to put your energy where it matters the most. Okay, you don't want to put your energy into something that's not going to pay off. Most people don't want to do that. But some of us, we have a drive in life and we want to get to where we need to be. And we're willing to go through the difficult and uncertain parts because we have to. It's not an opinion. It's not a question. It's just who we are. And for people like us, uh, it's only a matter of showing up instead of trying to tie yourself to results. It's about showing up, taking action, because that's the only thing that's going to work. Nothing else is going to work. You have to take action. But people are like, oh, well, I'm not equipped. Yeah, you are. You're just not good enough yet. And you won't get good enough unless you take action. Got to double check to make sure I didn't leave anything. Yeah, I'm very compact. I pretty much had everything. I took a lot of time setting up my like backpack setup and stuff. So that's why it's like I just had to like pick up and go. So all that work paid off. We're gonna go in the parking garage. We might cut out. We're definitely gonna cut out. Okay, we should be back. Sorry if we got cut out. Now we gotta go find the next place to go. Uh, I think I know where to go. There's a couple different places. And we're just gonna go find a spot to hang out. We're taking breaks in between working out. Basically, we're doing like short bursts of working out and then rest. That's actually the best thing you can do for a workout. The best thing you can possibly do for fitness is to the best thing you can possibly do for fitness is to do very low intensity um, multiple times. Um, unless your goal is to bulk up, then that's different. But I actually don't really think that most people need to do that. I think it's actually better if you don't. That's my opinion. I don't think that people should bulk. I really don't. I think, yeah, these are both left lanes. But yeah, but I mean, at least my personal goals, I don't want to bulk up. I pretty much just want to be healthy and have like my body nice and tight, but not too tight, not too thin. I want to have well-rounded body, well-rounded hips, well-rounded, chest area, less bulk on my shoulders. I have a lot of shoulder muscle issues. We're probably going to cut out for a second. I have a lot of shoulder issues, and so like the kettlebell is going to help with that. It should. The swings especially. The kettlebell swings and like the deadlifts, even though it's low weight, it's not about the weight, it's about the form with the slight amount of resistance. Even 15 pounds goes a very long way. I think people truly underestimate the power of small amount of weight carrying your form across a longer period of time. Because it's like most people, they try to do really heavy weight, they keep on increasing the weight, increasing the weight, increasing the weight. What you really want is you want to maintain a very comfortable weight that you can consistently show up and do for a very long time. And you shouldn't even ramp up the weight, possibly for like months at a time sometimes. Once you hit like maybe initially you need to like, maybe do a few weeks at one weight and then go up like 5 pounds and then, but until you get to your desired weight that you want to maintain and you could maintain it for the rest of your life, that should be your goal. You want to reach a level of fitness where you can show up realistically a damn day and not have any issues, not injure yourself, not like, get like way too exhausted. You should be able to hold a conversation. You're working out, like that's your goal. And that's more about time, repetition, spaced repetition, learning languages or learning anything. Spaced repetition software is actually proven and studied significantly positive results. Because basically you need to do something and then allow your body to repair itself, and then you do it again and it just keeps getting stronger and stronger each time. People tend to really overdo it. And that's where people quit, is because they're trying too hard and they're doing too much too fast. People get the whole New Year's resolution. I'm going to go to the gym every day. And then you go to the gym like once or twice and it's like too much. You're doing too many workouts. You're going too hard, too much weight, too long. You just need to start out with just doing some stair climbs. If you can't climb the stairs without losing breath, nothing else matters. Because that's also like, that's a functional skill, right? Like that's something that carries over into the rest of your life. If you can't climb the stairs, you have to take the elevator every time. It's not just about convenience. Like obviously taking the elevator sometimes is just more convenient, especially if you're carrying a whole bunch of stuff or if you're with a group of people. Like that's one thing. But it's the principle that like if you, instead of taking the stairs, you take the elevator every time, you should be able to climb like several flights of stairs without breaking a sweat. You should be able to hold a conversation while you're climbing stairs. That should be your number one goal. If you can't reach that minimum goal, nothing else in your workout particularly matters. Like, yeah, things do matter. Things do matter. You should be having a balanced mix of aerobic and anaerobic exercise, with also stretching. Stretching is really important. But if you're doing it right, you're doing low intensity, high rep workouts, you're getting the stretches while you're working out pretty much. And with the kettlebell, I'm slowly getting we're just starting out with a few different types of workouts with the kettlebell. But with the kettlebell, if you structure your routine correctly, you get a full body workout with one single weight. Okay, like that is what you should be aiming for. You want a full body workout that you can maintain every day, but you start with one step at a time. I think right now the most important things to do, since I've already been doing body weight squats, I do at least 10 a day. Since I already do body weight squats, then the goblet squats aren't that too big of a deal. Like it is pushing me. Like the goblet squats, I can do 10 of those, and it's just at the edge of my ability. Just at the edge. And If I can maintain that for like a month, then I think we might be able to increase from 10 to like 15. But it's really important to also have rest days. So on rest days, I'll probably just do regular like walking, because stair climbing uses a lot of like muscles in your like glutes and stuff. And like the kettlebell, it's obviously like resistance, even though it's 15 pounds. So the plus of using only 15 pounds is that you can kind of safely do it every single day once you get used to it, which I think just for good measure, you should probably at least take one complete rest day, or like at least an active rest day, where you're just like walking or running, or maybe not running, just like walk. One complete rest day, or like at least an active rest day,